Hello and a warm welcome back to another episode of the Auction Insiders. I'm your host Louise Stanway, and as always, thank you for joining me for a bit of property talk. Whether you're tuning in on your commute, or walking the dog, or maybe scrolling through some property listings as you listen, no judgment from me because I've been there myself. Now today we've got a big topic that's been on everyone's lips. It's the Chancellor's budget, which is taking place today, the 26th of November. There's obviously been a lot of chatter, plenty of predictions, and even more speculation. So I just thought, let's cut through the noise. Let's talk about the budget and what that actually means for the property market, if anything at all. We'll be looking at what it means for buyers, sellers, landlords, and of course, what it means for the auction world. And at the end of the episode, I've got two important dates for your diary because we've got not one, but two auctions coming up, including one tomorrow. So definitely stick around for that. Right, so let's begin with the question that everyone's been asking this afternoon. Did the Chancellor shake up the housing market? And I'll be honest, no, not really. This wasn't a big, dramatic, headline-grabbing property budget at all. There was no big stamp duty changes, as some people were surmising. There was no curveball for landlords. There was no new surprises or incentives for buyers. And do you know what? Sometimes that's exactly what the market needs. People need stability. And because in property, unpredictability is what makes people freeze. And when people freeze, nothing moves, obviously. A steady, calm budget is a welcome thing. So it was actually a pleasure to kind of hear that wasn't going to happen today, because it does make you a bit nervous, doesn't it? But instead, the budget focused more on economic stability, trying to calm inflation, settle interest rates, and give people a bit of breathing space. And honestly, when those things start to settle, the property market usually follows. So it's kind of watch this space, really. So for most people, whether you're buying, selling, investing, or simply watching from the sidelines, this budget isn't going to derail your plans at all. If anything, it might make you feel a bit more confident, which is obviously a good thing for us all. Since the budget didn't really dramatically change the rules of the game, the question becomes, I think, what is actually happening out there? And while we're still seeing a market that's very price sensitive, buyers are choosier, quite rightly so. They're doing the maths carefully because of mortgage rates and any kind of other key financial interest rates for those particular buyers. But we're also seeing more realistic pricing from sellers, which is helping obviously get deals over the line, but it's just trying to find that middle ground between the two parties, really. But it's definitely, pricing is everything at the moment. We're seeing a steady flow of properties coming to the market, some from landlords trimming the portfolios, others from people needing a quicker sale, and there's also plenty of probate properties out there too. So overall, the market feels a little cautious, but certainly more calmer, and that is not a place for us to be. So let's talk about the bit then that I know many of you are here for, and that is how all this then relates to auctions. And the good news is that auctions continue to be a really strong option. Whether the wider property market is booming, cooling, or just taking a little bit of a breather, the auctions tend to stay steady. And there are a few reasons for that. One is that people want certainty. So in private treaty sales, as I'm sure you're aware, they can drag and drag and drag. Chains collapse, surveys upset people, buyers disappear. But with auctions, when the hammer falls, it's done. Exchange happens there and then, and completion is usually within 28 days. For sellers who want or need certainty, that is just everything, isn't it, really? Secondly, investors are still very active. Because the budget didn't introduce any new barriers or tax surprises, investors' appetite is still strong. I mean, it's only been a couple of hours, and honestly, our phones are off the hook still with investors ready for our auction tomorrow. So I know that it hasn't stopped people looking for investments, which is a relief, really. They're still hunting for renovation projects, rental opportunities, mixed-use buildings and land, you name it. We're still getting inquiries from an array of different types of buyers. Auctions are definitely a place for you to find your next investment. and join the rest of those investors. Thirdly, auctions suit the properties that the traditional market kind of struggles with. So if the property needs work, it's not a problem, for them to come to auction. It's an unusual layout, if it's tenanted, if there's a short lease, it's all fine. Our buyers kind of get it and half expect it. They're experienced and they understand risks. And they're not scared off by things that might worry the average buyer. So again, it's a great place to try and find really good investments if you are an investor that doesn't get put off by those kind of things. But from a seller's perspective, it's a great place on a platform for you to sell quickly and with that certainty. And honestly, it's still one of the best ways to secure a sale before the end of the year. We've still got time. Like I say, we've still got 2 auctions. So we've got 2 big auctions coming up, one including tomorrow, the 27th of November. So if you're listening in real time, you've still got time to register to bid, browse the lots, or even place a last minute entry depending on the property. The auction is a brilliant opportunity if you're looking to secure an investment before the end of the year, or if you just want to get one step ahead into 2026. So to register, you'll need to go to our website, which is www.tcpa.co.uk. And then our final auction of the year is on the 10th of December. So if you've been on the fence about selling, this is now your moment to get in touch. You can literally end the year on a high, give yourself an early Christmas present, move into January with a sale that's already been wrapped up, or secure that final property for your portfolio if you're a buyer. And as always, these auctions cover Manchester, Cheshire, Staffordshire and Shropshire. So whether you're local, expanding your reach or exploring new areas, we've got some fantastic opportunities lined up. So definitely watch this space. If you're interested, drop us a message or give us a call on 0330 175 5889. That's 0330 175 5889. Or visit our website. Again, it's www.tcpa.co.uk. It's certainly not too late to get involved. So where are the opportunities right now? So let's talk quickly about where the value is in the current market, because this is something buyers and sellers always ask. So for sellers, if you've got a property that needs work or something with complications, title issues, tenants, legal quirks, auctions can get you the competition you need without scaring people off. And if you want a guaranteed sale before Christmas, auction is your best friend. For buyers, there is still some very good value in our auctions. Investors are always looking for refurbishment projects, buy-to-lets, commercial units, and we've pretty much got you covered. And with rates expected to soften next year, securing something now while the market is a little calmer could put you in a very strong position for 2026. So to bring everything together, the Chancellor's budget didn't rewrite the rules of the property market, but it didn't unsettle them either. And in the world of property, stability can be incredibly powerful. Auctions continue to offer certainty, transparency, speed, and genuine investment opportunities. And with our next auctions on the 27th of November and the 10th of December, you've still got time to make some smart moves before the year ends. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I always love talking through what's happening in the market, and I hope this episode has given you some clarity and maybe a little bit of inspiration. I'm Louise Stanway, this is Auction Insiders, and I'll see you hopefully at the auction tomorrow. Bye.